Video 4, welcome. So, at the tail end of my senior year of college, I got violently ill. Like, extremely, extremely ill. And this was a major turning point in my life. Something that at the time I had no idea was going to be so big and influence so much of my life. But due to that and general burnout that college did to me, I decided that I don't want to live in New York City. I want to move back home and freaking heal for a little bit. Just like take a fucking breather. I had job offers in New York City, but I was so tired of the grind already. I literally felt like I had been working so hard since middle school that I needed a freaking break. Like, I was already burnt out before I had ever entered the workforce. Let's just take a moment. I didn't know that at the time. We didn't really have the language around burnout at the time, but I was burnt out in high school. I was burnt out probably at the tail end of middle school. Like, it was a lot. So anyway, I was already tired of the grind, and I had pretty much lost any spark from either school or making things to my health to like literally just being exhausted by anyone and everything. I was just like not on the wavelength of anyone else. And so I decided like to just go home, to just freaking go home, take a breather. And that's what I decided to do. So over the next year or so, my health started to rapidly degrade. And again, that's another long story, but I found that I could like no longer juggle my health and the expectations that I had accepted as my role in society and literally any other demand. So after college, I started working at an ad agency. It was local to my hometown. It was very cool and quirky and like fun and, you know, the agency vibe. And I truly did learn a lot. And I remember somewhere along the line saying like, somehow this is like easier than college, but like it was still really stressful and it was different stressful. Because it was real. Like college, they beat us down for no reason, and I have a lot of feelings about that, but work was real. It was real clients, it was real money, you know, it was real. So deadlines for that were real. And, you know, while the work was really cool, I realized over time, the only project I was ever excited to work on was called Bunny Bonanzu. And all my old coworkers made fun of me for that. And like for the rest of my time there, like it was brought up that how goofy it was that I was so excited about Bunny Bonanzu, but it was a freaking clue. It was a clue to myself. I hadn't felt that way about any other project. You're telling me. I'm telling me. What were we doing? That was a clue. The excitement about a project, hadn't felt that. Ever. Where's the disconnect? Anyway, so I was making the quote unquote cool stuff and my design was good and I was like learning the tricks of the trade and the tools, and honestly I can attribute pretty much all of my professional success and knowledge to working there. Shout out Patrick, shout out Luke, shout out Steve. You were great to work with. Loved everybody on that team. So yeah, I can pretty much attribute all of my professional success to the knowledge that I learned at that agency, and my undergrad was extremely intense, let's say that. But, you know, throughout the whole time of all of this learning and stress, I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker. And I was literally withering away to nothing. Like, genuinely. There's not many photos or videos of me at that time because I was literally just trying to survive. And I think I got down to probably like 90 pounds at some point. My health was so bad. Here I was, 95 pounds, sick, exhausted, and like utterly deprived of any and all motivation to do pretty much anything other than survive. That's literally just what was going on in my life. I needed to cocoon. I needed to focus in on myself and my life, and just because I had to focus on surviving. And wherever you're seeing this, if you could click the buttons, that'd be great. Okay, bye.